Hello everybody, it's the Racer here, and we are on ACC, and this is the race 3 of ARL's Constructor Cup Championship, Constructors Championship, whatever you want to call it. And we are just about ready to kick off qualifying, so we're gonna see how it goes. Yeah, just going through the particulars, checking everything out. So, race 3, Hungaroring, multiclass racing, GT3, GT4, and a 60-minute race. 2 mandatory stops, no fuel, tires only are optional, and yeah. We have a split qualifying. We're getting ready to start qualifying in about 2 minutes or so. And yeah, we are currently in practice. Yeah, we have got ourselves in, what are we in? 7th right now? Yeah. So yeah, we'll see how the car goes with the, with this current state of things. So timetables currently in GT4. Yeah, the top time is getting the Alpine Ludovic. He's a 152.1. So good gosh, and he's got 8 kilos of ballast. BOP. Chevy is not doing great. We're a little off of our practice pace, but we're in the 54s, which is good. But we got a little bit ways more to go. A lot of Aston Martins, which they got quite a buff at 35, negative 35 kilos, and Camaro's only got negative 18. So, but AMG's got plus 22. So, yeah, kind of hard to compete with that. So, but we're getting ready for qualifying. We'll see how it goes. Once that rolls over, we'll put on a fresh set of tires. You're only allowed 6 sets of tires, and for the whole weekend, or for practice, qualifying, and race. So you gotta kind of watch what tires you use on there. So usually you shouldn't need tires unless you're flat or something like that during the race. Depending on your car, the GT3s probably can get away with 1 set of tires the whole race, only 60 minutes. So big heavy GT4 like I have, it's probably going to need a set of tires. So we'll see. Airpings 44. Hopefully we have stable server, we don't get dumped. So we got 4 minutes to wait. So another decent sized lobby. We got 31 cars. 31 cars. And a decent size. I think we got 16. Supposed to have 16. Group 4. Maybe it's not that many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 GT4s. So, yeah. Little pit boss Sherry over there. So here goes qualifying.
Green light, go, go, go.
Let's go to our setup. Check our setup. We don't want that. We don't want that. So we're probably going to get 4 laps. So we probably need 15 laps of fuel maybe. Let's see how. Let's see if all the GT3s get out this time. I missed the very beginning of the drivers' meeting, so we'll see how it goes. But the Camaro feels really good in practice. It's really planted, but we'll see if it's competitive. Because there's some really quick guys and quick cars ahead of us. So probably I probably would have chosen a different car, but I wanted to try, like I said before, I wanted to try something different. A car I hadn't tried in forever, and that would be the Camaro. I mean, you could have tried the KTM or the Alpine. I've tried the McLaren, I've tried the Aston, I've tried the AMG, I've tried the BMW, and I like all those cars. Probably would have gone with the AMG or the BMW, but again, I think that currently with this, the guy that's leading the championship in the Alpine, he's a very fast driver, period, and he's I think he's snuck in with this the little sleeper of a car, or he's got he's picked a car that he can be good in. Let's see, they got 10 minutes to get out. So I don't know if I'm gonna rush right out or not. Wait, I know I jumped out the last time, so we'll see. Let's see how it goes. I hope Neil and I hope Rockley have good qualifyings. They had really good qualifyings before, so we'll see if we start getting guys posting lap times. Some timetables. Sure we are. They haven't started filing through, which is weird. Usually we'll start. I know why. Gotta go to drive. There we go. Hey, Boomer. Yeah, we gotta wait. Oh. The big one. Oh, they're really racing at Talladega. I think Talladega is going on the real race. The big one. I have to watch the highlights. Could we yawn fest? I'm gonna be yawning like crazy while I'm talking. So let's see. Let's go. Return to our mission. Oh, here we go. So Tazi Swain. Tazi's real quick. There we go. Start getting some guys turning some laps in. So yeah, we had 10 minutes qualifying because it looks like the 20-minute qualifying split. But yeah, they weren't. So I think the GT3s were having trouble getting qualifying times in, and they're not, it's starting behind the GT4s during the race. So shouldn't be no reason for that. There should be nobody in the pits for the GT4s. They should not be in the pits. They should be out on track. And we got one. We got one in the pits. Or they haven't. Butler is in the pits, but he should be on track. Yeah, when the GT3s start behind GT4s, it's not any fun because especially at this track, you should at least get some amount of laps without GT3s passing you in the beginning. So. I mean, maybe Butler's got an issue. But Nico, some guys haven't put laps in yet. There we go. They still got a couple minutes before they gotta. We got the 997. There's 997. You're gonna get a lap. Yep. Still got Volpe and Jimenez. They need to put laps in. 19 and a 28. But neither one. 19 hasn't gotten a valid lap in yet. How can you not get a valid lap in? The 28, the 28 and the 19 and the 450 all have to get laps in. 450 hasn't even left the pitch yet. The 19's out on a flying lap now. There's the 28 at. 28's not got a valid lap yet. They're already invalidated their laps. That's pretty bad. I think Butler's probably got an issue because he hasn't even left the pits yet. He might have had an issue. So I don't know if it was communicated. If you can't put in a valid lap, you're supposed to start from the pits. Or you should. You should, in all honesty, start from the pits. If you can't put a lap in. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to go out right away or not. Yeah. Alright, so the 19 got a lap in. 28 is still not on a valid lap. Wow. 26 cars involved in a wreck. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I don't know what the Ferrari's doing. 53s. Hey Neil, hey Luke. No, I didn't do that. God dang it. Son of a bitch. That really pisses me off. Not that it would have helped me, but I would have been able to get the 53s. But it's nobody's fault but mine. It's so, when you're sitting there waiting and trying to just, if you start too late, you're gonna get jammed up by slower traffic. It does help to get out as soon as possible. Get out there with the faster guys. Put yourself right where you should be, because Bender is not as quick as I am. I'll be to be honest about it, but and I know he would have got out of my way quicker. But it's what it is. You just got to deal with it. So we're not starting anywhere near where we want to, but then again, like I say, it's just the way the cookie crumbles. That's racing. There are some people I did want to be ahead of, so but this car is it's just not. Yeah, it was not. Yeah, it struggles. It feels great, but it just struggles with just speed. It's just down. It's a heavy car. So, yeah. So yeah, I saw the little tit-tat-tit you had with Jester there, Luke. I'll say that I'm not that incredibly big a fan of his. He's just a little bit too, I don't know, like his opinion really means something. So yeah. So yeah. So let's see. In 2 mandatory stops, can't put any fuel in, but you can change tires. Hopefully, I'm just gonna get my first pit stop out of the way as soon as possible. Unless somehow I'm way up in the lead, I might run for a few extra laps. But I'd like to be up a few positions. I think that's no reason why that can't be the case. So we'll see. So yeah. Yeah. I forget who there's a couple guys that are streaming right now, but I think most of them are GT. I think Bender streaming, and then Butler and somebody else. 2 Ford guys. There's only one Ford guy out there now, McMillan. Mac. Yeah, Mac. Butler must have had a disconnection because he didn't make qualifying at all. So, but yeah. I thought there was supposed to be a broadcast of the race, but I guess that fell apart. I think that was supposed to be some of the Spanish team was supposed to be doing it, and I think most of their guys quit because they didn't like something. I think, and that's not the greasy guys. The greasy guys are, I think, they're all Brits and Brits and Americans. I think. I could be wrong, but anyway, the GBR guys. There's like 3 of them in the race. I think they're all in GT4. I think, but yeah. Good qualify by Rockley. Rockley in 4th. Neil didn't do as well as the last time in 10th, but Nico did really well in 10th. So yeah. So let's get ready to rumble. We got a full parade lap. Yep. So and we're on the inside. Hopefully it stays on the inside, so we don't have any extra. Yeah, we still have Butler, which I don't think he's going to make the race. I don't think he's going to make it. So we're thinking it's probably going to be about the same as last time, maybe less than 30 laps, like 27, 28 laps. So, got the 2 stops. Yeah. Yeah, like Odini and 656 and Aston Martin. Amador behind us, Weber, most of the people behind us and just ahead of us. We've been quicker than. Look stinky. Like a shower, man. Rode my tires. It's called roading. Yeah, this car really rocks on the bumps, curbs, and stuff. It really just takes them like a champ. Yeah, I wish the Mustang was in here too, even the older one. I mean, they knew the dark horse version. What do they call it? I mean, they could have added the Nissan, the Supra. Somehow that.
Double fire.
Tires have got some heat in them, that's good. Pressure, I should say.
Green light, green light. Go, go, go.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Fucking bullshit.
Car on the right. 3 wide. All clear. 3 wide. Clear on the right.
I got fucked.
All clear. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
How I gotta fucking drive through.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Well, there's Butler.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
There's both of the Fords. At this point, I'm ready to quit. That's the one thing with this game, it does that shit sometimes. I wasn't out of position, I was in perfect position, and it's going to say that I wasn't in position. Bullshit. These are all the guys pitting, and I get screwed with a drive-through.
Penalties now here. Yellow flag accepted.
Yeah. Totally screwed race. Completely screwed.
Let me thrust stop. Is that clear? Come on, go, go, go.
Yeah, cool, I'm last. Welcome, viewers. Oh, come on, turn. Yeah, so drive-through, we're being out of position when we weren't out of position. Really gonna hurt us.
Fastest are approaching. Watch out. Car on the left. Way on the left.
GT3s. Great.
Faster car coming up behind you. Yellow flag is set. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Faster car approaching. Watch out. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Faster car is approaching. What is hitting track limits?
Where do you expect me to go there, BMW?
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Faster car coming up behind you. Watch out. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Faster car coming up behind you. Faster car behind you. Yellow flag, be careful. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Faster car approaching. Watch out.
Dude. I got 2 track warnings, and both of them are really because of the GT3s.
Faster car is approaching. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
It's amazing. room there, Audi, but
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
faster car just spun out.
the left.
Everybody behind me has already done their pit stops. This is gonna ruin our race. I mean, it's possible we could survive, but
Come on, let's go. Low tire pressure, stay clear of the curves.
Go, Neil, go, go, go. Sounds like a NASCAR with a supercharger. I really got screwed in this race, man. somehow like a lap down.
Faster car coming behind. Watch out. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Faster car approaching. Watch out. Faster car behind you. Car on the left. Clear on the left. There's a car in the between. Watch out.
Welcome, viewers. 15 minutes left of this race. About 6 more laps. Recap is our qualifying wasn't terrible, but we did not qualify too far in the back and on the inside row. And that netted us a drive-through penalty because the game is one of the things they never fix with that game is being out of position. So we got a drive-through penalty, and that added quite a bit of time to our race. So we've been fighting to get that back. The race overall has been pretty clean. We haven't had any issues besides getting 2 track limit warnings. At the chicane. Right here. I think GT4 started with about 13 cars. We have dropped out. How much room do you need, man?
Clear on the right.
It's like, oh gosh. hello viewer, returning viewer hopefully, new viewer.
Faster car contaminator. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
We're not last.
Yellow flag.
Howdy, Tim.
Slow car ahead.
Nobody ahead of us. You can pick a spot up off of, so.
Faster cars approaching. Watch out. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Yeah, our race was ruined by the game, Tim. We got a out of position drive through at the start just because I'd have to go back and look at it. But I mean, I've had that happen several times. Certain tracks where if you're too far back in the pack, you'll get this like thing where it thinks you're in the pits or something. Should be our last. Should be our last lap. Maybe. personal best, but we weren't able to get to the 53. Get a blue flag warning on that one. Dude, you got a drive-through. Save the replay. Come on. Save replay. Yes, save replay. That was a lot more laps than I thought it was going to be. Yes. So. Return to garage. Yes. I don't feel like doing anything. So, yeah, that start really hosed me. I was in the right position and just behind the person I was supposed to be, and you know there was two of us that got it, and I think it was both of us that were in the inside, you know, further back rows. So we both got kind of hosed. We had, I mean, look, some guys didn't even finish. I mean, those were probably the three that, you know, Weber, Munster, Coronado. So a 7th overall is of the people ahead of me, yeah, they probably all were faster than me, so I'm not gonna, and I ain't gonna lie. So, yeah, it's what it is, you know. Let's turn the controller wheel off. Return to garage. So just look at timetables, race, GT4. So it's 52.7. Race GT4. So our lap wasn't bad. It was a 54.1. That was about 2.5 tenths faster. So I don't know who had the fastest lap. I'm pretty sure it's probably the Alpine there. Yeah. Dang it. Yeah, probably. But yeah, we 31 laps, and yeah, wasn't. I mean, yeah, some of these guys didn't finish. Yeah, I don't know if they got kicked or they leave, whatever. But Squirrel World's fastest lap was this last one, a 52.7. Yeah, 52.7. That wasn't the fastest lap, unless it was Squirrel. Good day. 52.9. It writes pretty quick. Yeah, 53.2. So yeah, we were about almost a second slower than Adoni. What did Adoni have? 53.3. So yeah, yeah. So the car's just not fast. So yeah, that's just what it is. That's that. Well done to Martins and the Lexus. I think he's won quite a few. Dolce. Also, there's just some of these guys that just need to learn how to pass. You know, I don't know. There's just some of the guys that just don't. So, yeah, it's a shame. Escobedo, what happened to him? Yeah. Must have had some kind of problem. Anyway, all right. Well, that's all. Yeah, all we got. Quit out. I just want to see what the start. What happened with the start? We'll just go back in the gallery and take a look at it. Hungaroring real quick. Thanks everybody for watching. That have watched. It's very appreciate that. Let's I wish you could, because lap one is kind of weird. I'll show you how it happened. I don't really know. I was behind the person where I needed to be. I was in my zone and I was in the correct lane. But sometimes it just doesn't give you the so it can change our point of view. Alright, here we go. And we'll cycle the HUD. And we'll slow this plate. So we're in our position. Obviously everybody checks up a little bit, but in the box, I was in the box where I was supposed to be. And you got me. I don't really understand. Now there was another guy that got a drive-through. This is where I got the drive-through. Dink. Pause. Don't go that fast. Back just so we can look at the start from above. So I thought I was in the correct position relative to where I was supposed to be. Now not me. And at this point, I know I got to drive through. There's really nothing I can do, so I'm just going to lose a ton of positions. But we didn't get hit. I think it was pretty clean for the most part. There were a couple of the two Fords, which have not had the best qualifying. So I think I just missed my brake marker there and I just had to throw it off the track. So it didn't really matter. I didn't want to hit that. I didn't want to hit the acid horse. I didn't want to hit anybody. And I really know there's nothing I can do. I'm gonna have to pull in. I'm gonna go back to dead last, and the race is pretty much gonna be over. So. Yeah, it sucks, and that's just what it is. It sucks. So, I hope everybody can hear me. I hope give me a thumbs up if everything is good on the volume, because it doesn't. My mic's in the right position. So, yeah, this is where I'm just kind of like, oh, I guess I just gotta drop into the pits. So, and that's pretty much where the race ended. We really didn't have any more activity after that. It was just kind of like, so, oh, look at the helicopter. I've never noticed that before. So, yeah. And then that's that. And the race is over. We kind of like, Bender comes in, the Camaro behind me, he comes in just to, do his, pit. Get his pit in and out. Which we would have done, though, but we didn't get the opportunity. So. And I don't think I could have served my drive-through by pitting. Still, I had to, go on. But yeah, that was it. Womp womp. Yes, I'm sure. That was it. Blah blah blah. All right, well, it's time for a late dinner, and yeah. Again, thanks everybody for watching, and we will see you next week. It is a 90-minute race at Laguna Seca, so still required 2 pit stops, but you can add fuel. And we've been practicing. Again, the Camaro feels great. It feels fast, and it is fast for what it is, but it's gonna suffer with the it's not the best handling car. It's just not agile. It's just fast, and that really doesn't help you at all, especially at a place like Laguna Seca, which is going to be a madhouse with the GT3s. It's going to be a bloodbath. It's definitely going to be a bloodbath. So, but all right. Well, again, thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you next week. Thanks. Good night. Yep. Till next Saturday. Thanks, Rock.